gonna make more millionaires regardless. I'm gonna become a billionaire regardless. You know what I mean? So like a lot of shit that people care about, I don't care about. While everybody playing a competitive game and who competing against who and all that shit, man, y'all can have this shit. I ain't doing no competing. One thing I will say, just like I told you about when I first started, just like I told you about when I first started, like, oh, I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna get millions on top of millions out this shit. I'm gonna tell everybody right now, like, oh, I'm gonna become a billionaire.
Pop my shit, yeah, I'm pop my shit. Nigga been having, you ain't got it like this. Young nigga be hating, you ain't got it like this. Pop my shit, pop my shit. $2,000 on key, yeah, I just flooded my collar, my rib.
You gotta have a sense of urgency. You gotta want this. That's if you want your ceilings to be tall. You want the ceilings to be low, or you want the ceilings to be tall. You want the ceiling fan, or you want the chandeliers everywhere.
We cannot freestyle our way to wealth. We must have a strategy. So when I built the recession portfolio, I had a strategy. If I'm going to somebody else's hood and hustle, I have to create a strategy. So I gotta know who the hustlers are. I gotta know who the hustlers are. I gotta know who the robbers are. I gotta know who the jackers are. I gotta know who moves like what, right? The next thing is researching. Once we see the players on the field, once we see who all on the field, now we say, okay, this what he do. This what she do. They click up. They don't like them. The research marries the strategy.
Saving versus investing. If you saved $150 a month for 30 years, you'd have around $236,000. But if you invested $150 a month for 30 years, you'd have around $917,000.
Celebrate failure. Every week we celebrate failure. We the most brokest ethnicity group that have the most fun. That's the freshest. Go in these designer store, all you see is us. Them people, they don't even want us in there. African Americans bought more Mercedes-Benz than anybody last year and this year. And African Americans have the least amount of money coming in. They just tell us everything with them statistics. We want to look like money instead of actually having.
My advice to you is gonna be money advice. Bro, get you some money, you're gonna feel different.
Straight up.
You might even, all that other advice I could have gave you, this is the short version. You know, get you a couple dollars, man, you're gonna feel different.
I don't own a debit card. I've never owned one. I've never allowed my 3 sons to possess one. Certainly and truly the worst financial tool ever given to the American consumer. So a long time ago, I asked myself a simple question: how would I remove 99.9% of my personal liability like that? So I use the safest form of payment that exists on the face of the earth, and that is a credit card. Credit card. Not debit credit, but credit card. Every day of my life, I spend their money. I don't spend my money. My money sits in a money market account. It earns interest. If I pay the bill in full or part of the bill, my credit score goes up. So I'm building credit while I'm using that credit card. If tomorrow, and I'll do everything to protect my information, but if tomorrow someone gets my card number and charges $1 million on my credit card, by federal law, my liability is zero. I have no liability.
When I first started working, and he said you never tell your boss everything you have going on. And I was like, why not? He's like, you gotta understand, if he know everything you got going on, he know he got you out of balls. You just bought a house? Oh, you just had a baby? Oh yeah, I could treat you however I want to. You're not going nowhere.
Yep.
So when he told me that, it didn't make sense, and I started getting out there and really, seeing it. I was like, okay, it makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. And you don't tell them what you got going on, good or bad.
Right.
If it's bad, they're going to know they got you by the balls. If it's too good, they're going to start doing weird shit.
Oh, yeah.
To make the job worse because they hating. Like, right. They low-key hating on you. They like, oh, this motherfucker, he doing better than us, and he work here. Let's just start making his job harder. Let's start writing them up. So, man, I remember when I started doing really good, my last year or two in the military, people I worked with ain't no shit. I act like I was the dumbest, brokest motherfucker in the world. But I'm doing all this shit about investing. They talking about investing. I'm like, damn, for real? I never heard of that. I ain't know nothing about crypto. I remember, incidentally, when one of my coworkers found out that I was like getting into biz and stuff, I was like, fuck, because I already knew what it was going to come with.
It doesn't go to the person who works the hardest, bro. Fair, music business, fair is a place where you judge pigs. Success doesn't know hard work. Success doesn't give a fuck about your contribution, your sacrifice. I'm doing it on my own. Nobody cares. Success doesn't care, man. You got to show up and chase it every day. And when you grab that motherfucker, you think you're going to hold on to it without fighting for like a motherfucker? Success in a bag, it's like that motherfucker put a fox in a bag. That bitch be fighting. You got to hold on to that bitch for dear life. Because the minute you think you got it, and it's going to slip out of your hands, bro, and you have to chase. Some people will spend the rest of their career hunting for success again and won't be able to catch it. Success is a motherfucker, bro. It's very finicky. And that's why there are a few people that achieve the type of success that we want, but because we can relate to them or because we see them as equal to us, we think it's realistic.
Avoid altercations at all costs. It means if it's not worth killing them, don't even pursue it. So he stepped on your shoe. All right, yo, what's wrong with you? Say pardon me, man. You stepped on my shit. You got, you know what I'm saying? But don't push the situation further than you have to push it because he stepped on your shoe.
So literacy is the gateway to prosperity. So when you learn how to invest, you learn how to use your money. A lot of times we have just toxic relationship with money. All we know how to do is work for it. And what happens when we're in a situation like this where you're working, but the wages aren't increasing? The prices of everything is increasing, but how much you get paid. So for me, that's where the market's coming at, because I can put my money in great businesses and then buy them at discount prices. Because what we do know is these markets don't last forever. The U.S. economy loves to go up. We love to be in that bullish trend. We love to be in that. So for me, it's teaching us, what does a good business look like? What does a business do? Produce money. What does a business do? Have a competitive advantage. So those are key components for me in teaching people about investing in the stock market. Also, just financial literacy, learning how to use and navigate money. Learning that working for it is one thing, but letting it work for you is a completely different story.
I'm gonna tell you like the OG always told me. He said, hey, you better live every day like it's your last. Cause one day, you gonna be right.
Pop my shit. Yeah, I'm pop my shit. Nigga been having, you ain't got it like this. Young nigga be hating, you ain't got it like this. Pop my shit. Pop my shit. 2009 on key. Yeah, I just flooded my collar, my wrist.